Novel Audio presents Lost in the Lake, Book 2 of the Samantha Willerby Mystery Series by A.J. Waines. Read for you by Leila Birch. In memory of Tigsy, my treasured feline companion who was by my side throughout the writing of this book, 1996 to 2017. Prologue. Did I make you jump? Turning up like that in your own kitchen? You have to admit, it must have been a nasty shock. I bet you thought you'd been ever so smart at covering your tracks, but be honest, you made a complete hash of things. You made out you were one step ahead of the game all along, but once you scooped the ultimate prize, you couldn't work out what to do next. Face facts. You were too ambitious for your own good and hadn't thought things through properly. You took great delight in explaining your cunning scheme to me, even though it was bound to leave you with egg on your face. I could see you thought you'd had the last laugh. I could tell your little brain was ticking over, thinking that once you told me the whole story, there was no way I'd be walking out of there. But that's where you went wrong. You underestimated me. Most people do. I could feel rage burning up my insides as you brandished that bottle of whiskey like we were mates, in it together. "Let's toast our windfall," you suggested, trying to make me smile. By then, however, my fury with what you'd done had ignited from a niggling spark into a white-hot ball of fire. Every moment I was forced to endure with you, a growing, uncontainable frenzy was building inside me. You reached over to the draining board to find 2 glasses, and that's when you made your fatal mistake. You should never have turned your back. Chapter 1. Sam. October, 4 months earlier. "I was early," she said, as I invited her inside my consulting room. "But you know that already, don't you? You've been watching me." Her directness took me by surprise, but I didn't let my welcoming smile falter. She eased past me and helped herself to the wrong seat, the one I always use that's closer to the door with a clear view of the clock. "I've been observing people coming and going," she went on without a beat. "Humans are weird, don't you think?" She laughed. "But then you know that too. That's what you're interested in, isn't it?" Rosie Chandler had barely been in the room 10 seconds, and already I felt like she'd spun me around. I casually pulled up the other chair, outwardly cool and unruffled. Working within the field of psychotherapy is strange. You have to be a blank screen and usher all your own feelings out of the way. Rosie was right. I had spotted her, nearly 2 hours earlier. As a psychologist well practiced in interpreting behavior, I should have read the signs there and then. A young woman not clutching a mobile phone, and with nothing better to do than sit alone amid a bank of plastic hospital chairs. It was out of the ordinary to say the least, and I should have recognized the implications. I took a breath, ready to launch into my usual introductions, but she beat me to it. "I knew it was a mistake," she continued. "None of us wanted to be there. Shall I just tell you about it?" I'd been caught in the starting blocks. "Yes, go on." I reached for my notebook. She was here to tell me her story. The formalities could wait until later. "It happened 2 weeks ago. I was in the back of the van, not far from Penrith in the Lake District. We were on our way to the B&B after our final rehearsal. I was looking at the curve of the road behind us as it cut into the hillside. Stephanie and Max were in the front with Richard. He was driving. The man with the van. Everyone likes a man with a van, don't they?" Her words came tumbling out with tiny snatches of air between each sentence. Then she stopped. "You were in the van?" I nudged. Her cheeks flushed a little. "Oh, right, yeah. It was pretty clapped out. One of those small delivery vans with seats only at the front. One of the windows at the back was missing. I didn't know it then, but..."
Sample complete. Ready to continue?